right by you.
Oh, there it is.
I can tell by how we're doing his head.
Not going to do a jamming solo.
No,
Not a Jimi Hendrix graduation class.
it's not going to break out with Paradise by the dashboard light. They should let us do the planning for this. We can make a memo.
Big graduating grade.
What's that?
Big graduating grade.
Shelby is here.
Yeah, she's seen it. I think it should be right next to him.
Have you done the graduate? Give all the people out here, the graduate kids, you know, they're going over here to the call. Yeah.
That's over.
Earlier this year. Those must be really high.
Look at them, they're all girls. A couple of geeks.
This song we could just Animal House.
Is it? Yeah.
Part of that, yeah.
It's been wrong before.
morning. Oh, golly. Good morning. Oh, golly. I need help from somebody.
Check back.
It's okay. Good morning. They're not.
Did you turn it off?
No. Neither one is working.
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh.
On the other side.
Want to go have the band play a little music first while we're waiting?
Good idea. Good idea.
No, that's what I said. She's been wrong before.
Good morning. Oh.
Can you disconnect?
No. No. Ah. Oh, golly.
Can you see if it works?
Try that one. Testing. I know.
Check, check.
When she moved it, it stopped working. One on this side, the other side. The other hand on one side.
I promised an hour. I'm not gonna be till like 10 hours.
Check, check, check. Check.
Check. Check.
District 833 School Board Chair, Tracy Brunette. Board members, Patricia Driscoll, Sharon Van Laer, Ron Cass, Heather Hirsch, Katie Schwartz, and Michelle Whitty. Also present today is our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Keith Jacobus, and Assistant Superintendents Mike Johnson, Julie Nielsen, and Christine Schaefer. In addition, we are joined on the stage by our own Park High School administrators, Jonathan Hunt, Phil Kimmel, Gretchen Romaine, Sarah Scullin-Stokes, and Lorenzo Farley. Finally, our honor staff speaker, Maria Toll. Thank you all for being here today. Next, it is my great pleasure to present to you the honor staff selected by this class of 2019. Please stand and remain standing until I've named all of the staff, at which time we will honor them with our applause. First, from the high school, Katie Block, Yanni Eidengile, Stacy Pauline, Tom Ryan, and Kate Schwartz. From the middle school level, Craig Bauman, Robert Burton, Christopher Foss, Jamie Kirchner, and Andrea Kluppel. And from the elementary level, Sean Duncanson, Melissa Lidke, Chad Palmquist, Christopher Rose, and Reed Chumberland. As you look at our honor staff members, I invite you to please picture the hundreds of dedicated educational professionals who have worked with our students and their parents to make this day possible. We extend our gratitude to all of these dedicated professionals. We have one more group of people here today who deserve our thanks. truly remarkable accomplishment, these scholars are wearing a gold honor sash and a blue ribbon medal. We also have 39 students who will graduate summa cum laude, signifying a cumulative GPA of 4.0 and above. These scholars are wearing a gold honor sash and white ribbon medal. In addition, 94 students in this class wear a white or silver honor stole for their outstanding scholarship. The silver stole signifies a cumulative GPA of 3.667 and above, and the white stole signifies a GPA of 3.5 and above. Finally, we have 15 students graduating with a full international baccalaureate diploma. These students wear a black ivy stole to signify this tremendous academic accomplishment. Will all 140 of our honor graduates please stand and be recognized for their outstanding scholarship? You may be seated. This year, we also have 43 students who qualify to be recognized as bilingual graduates at the level of proficiency to platinum per the state of Minnesota guidelines. Will all students who qualify as world language bilingual graduates please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. Every member of this class, 2019 Park High School, is here today because they deserve our respect and admiration for completing their graduation requirements. Many members of this class held part-time jobs, participated in sports or activities, and did countless hours of service in the community, all while working on their academics. At this time next year, the class of 2019 will be making their mark in the world, attending colleges or universities, serving in the military, and in the workforce. Class of 2019, we truly look forward to hearing of your continued success. Graduates, please stand and accept our applause. You may be seated. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the summa cum laude with distinction address. Please note the correct listing of these scholars on the left side of your program. Scholars, please stand as I read your name. Jordanos Tegepe, Mallory Hoffman, Danielle Olson, Morgan Rice, Brady Rude, Genevieve Chester, and Caitlin Wolschauer. Please welcome these scholars.
Throughout our educational experiences, we have found that the books we read as children help tell our story best and have left a lasting impact on us. Many of these stories also have messages that we can apply to our lives as we take these next steps. These books include The Very Hungry Caterpillar, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, Where the Wild Things Are, We're Going on a Bear Hunt, The Giving Tree, The Lorax, and Goodnight Moon. One Tuesday morning, the sun came up, and a tiny, very hungry kindergartner headed to school for the first time. With new beginnings came exciting new experiences that each child is hungry for. For example, riding the bus, wearing a backpack, meeting new friends, new school supplies, snack time, lunch, and best of all, recess. But even with all of this, the students were still hungry. Then came middle school, and these preteens and teens were hungry for rotating classes, having multiple teachers, more new friends, new freedoms, cell phones, and lunch. But the students were still hungry. Finally comes high school, and the emergence of new young adults who are hungry for driving, social media, good grades, acceptance into colleges, scholarships, extracurricular activities, even more new friends, more freedom, more fun, and lunch. And with that, the students seemed to not be hungry anymore. And they weren't little kindergartners anymore, and they all became graduates. If you give a student a schedule, they're going to ask for help to find classes. When you show them the classes, they'll probably ask you for an iPad. When they're finished setting up the iPad, they'll ask for Schoology. Then they'll want to draw in Notability and take silly pictures in photo booth. When they're done with their work, they might notice they're hungry. So they'll probably ask anyone if they have any food. When they're finished eating, they'll want to chat with their friends in the hallway. They'll start chatting. They might get yelled at by Mr. Farley and then hurry off to class. When they're done with school, they'll probably want to plan their future. You'll have to provide them with a Naviance account. They'll log in, make themselves familiar, and find jobs, schools, and scholarships. They'll probably ask you to write a letter of recommendation. So you'll write one for them. They'll apply to college, find a job, or join the military. When they look back at their memories and accomplishments, they'll get so excited they'll want to graduate. They'll ask for their final transcript. Looking back at their Park High School career will remind them how proud they should be. So they'll ask for a cap and gown. And chances are, if they ask for a cap and gown, they're going to want a diploma to go with it. That very night of graduation, a forest grew and grew and grew until the ceiling hung with vines of opportunities and the walls became the future of our own worlds. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for the graduates, and they sailed off through night and day and in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. And when the graduates came to the place where the wild things are, the wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Till the grad said, "Be still," and tamed the wild things with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And the wild things were frightened and called the graduates the most wild things of all and made them king of all wild things. Don't be afraid of the future that is to come, even when there are times that bring fear and anxiety. Remember that you are all capable of standing in the face of the wild things to come and becoming king of your own future. We're going on a bear hunt. What a beautiful day. There's long wavy grass. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We've got to go through it. There's a deep, cold river. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We've got to go through it. In reality, we can't go over it, and we can't go under it. All of our futures have endless options, as we all have different ambitions, and we'll all take our own paths to get there. Although our obstacles won't be as simple as long grass or a river, we can figure out how to get through things like unfamiliar places, being surrounded by all new people, student debt, or deciding what you're going to do from here on out. The things we could face in our future may be difficult, but just like they find the bear in the story, we'll find our own way. There was a tree, and she loved the little student. And every day the student would come and they would gather her leaves. And the tree was happy. But time went by, and the student grew older, and the tree was often alone. The student stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. As we move on to bigger things the world has to offer, we may also be leaving behind those who have greatly influenced our growth and success. As we grow up and enter the next exciting stage of our lives, we should never take the support from family, teachers, and friends for granted. We should never forget about how the experiences and community at Park have shaped us into the people we've become today. And after a long time, the student came back again, and the tree was happy.
The one quote from the Lord once said, "Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better." It's not. Unless you care a whole awful lot too, hundreds of thousands of plant and animal species face a rapidly approaching threat of extinction. On the other hand, a vast amount of ecosystems are at risk due to invasive species. Even our local Mississippi River is facing a direct threat from silver carp. On a larger scale, the Earth's climate as a whole is also at risk due to human activity, with the deadline to reverse the effects of climate change approaching at an alarming rate. Our Earth is fragile, but so are we as a species. We're faced with conflicts around the world, from the deadly humanitarian crisis in Syria to the war in Afghanistan. In addition to these physical conflicts, we are facing social and political conflicts right here in the U.S. From issues such as the gender wage gap to racial bias, there are a myriad of problems that can be and need to be solved right here at home. The world depends on you, class of 2019. Unless all of you care a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not.
In a great green school, there were many telephones, a red balloon, young students, and a teacher who was whispering hush. These past 4 years, we have grown and changed within the walls of our school. We've had celebrations, challenges, late nights doing homework, club meetings, sporting events, rehearsals, performances, and so much more. We are no longer the young students that walked through the front doors freshman year. With the help of friends, family, and teachers, we have grown into young adults who are about to enter the world. Our teachers are no longer going to be looking over our shoulders and telling us to hush. The door on our high school experience is now coming to a close. Good night school lunches, good night football games, good night car accidents in the parking lot, good night prom, good night teachers, good night classmates, good night Park High School, and good night class of 2019.
Thank you. At this time, our concert band, under the direction of Thomas Storm and student directors Jonathan Briggs, Connor Burrell, and Talon Crummel-Walter, will play Dances Cubanas by Robert Shelton. our 2019 student speaker, Grace Akalu.
Wow, there's a lot of people. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, parents, administrators. Good morning, class of 2019. You all look very stunning today, let me just say. I think by far at Park High School, we are the best looking class there is. Like, am I right or am I right? Challenges. We all face them. They come to us in different ways, whether it be mentally or physically. Everyone in their own way has their own struggles and challenges. There are ones based on race, gender, cultural views, and so on. At our different stages in life, we have faced many hardships. In elementary school, it was who do we sit by at lunch and play with at recess. In middle school, it was finding out who we are, even though we were annoying. Freshman year of high school, it was adjusting to a bigger workload. And finally, our senior year, our last year. The challenges are, in my honest opinion, never ending. From deciding the next step for our future, whether that be work or education, to living in the present, there are various challenges that we have faced this year. But without a doubt, we can all acknowledge that through our different stages in life, we all have had or are experiencing some kind of challenge or hardship. I myself have gone through multiple challenges in my life, but there is one specific challenge that has stuck with me. I have been faced with the challenge of having a mind that is constantly fighting myself. Let me elaborate more. I live in a home with two immigrant parents from the country of Nigeria and the continent of Africa, 2 brothers and 1 sister. Considering that my family is from Nigeria, there's a certain standard that is set for the children of the home. And when I say that standard is high, I mean class cloud number, like it's just too high. Our culture has instilled in me that in order to be successful at anything you do, no matter how small or how big, you must work 20 times harder than that of your counterpart. Because if you only go 10 times harder, there's a chance that they might catch up to you. In this, I'm not saying that other cultures do not have similar ideals or views, but because I live in a household and are exposed to people of the same culture, it is easier for me to say this. Now, you may be wondering, how does my mind have anything to do with my culture and my background? I'll tell you. My mind and the way I think has constantly been a stumbling block throughout my academic career and my personal life. As a student, it was very easy for me to doubt myself, my abilities, and my skills. To a certain extent, there was a time when my self-doubt became so prevalent in my life, it became difficult for me to find the motivation to learn and to be around others. My motto was, why do something at all when I already know that I'm going to fail at it? With that mentality, coupled with the standards set within my culture, my mindset remained fixed and juxtaposing. For the longest time, I would allow my self-doubt and rejection of my work to overcome my thoughts, and ultimately, the way that I lived my life. I would find new and amazing ways to bring myself down and put myself on a lower standard. I would go through each day believing that my work and my effort was never good enough. Who I am was never good enough. The words that I spoke was never good enough. This happy, smiling girl on the outside was struggling so much on the inside. Ultimately, it generated self-hate that I've never seen in myself before. And for a good amount of time, I remained like this. Okay, so there's my story, but please no crying. I promise there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Challenges are not meant to be easy, because if they were, they wouldn't be called challenging. As humans, our pain, struggles, and challenges make us better. They provide the growth needed in order to live in such a fast-paced world. The struggles and adversities that each and every one of you went through or are going through are not the same and are not meant to be the same. Those hardships are the building blocks of our lives. They shape us into who we want to be as people, and they help us understand each other better. We cannot go through life without having an understanding of our fellow humans. We should strive to understand each other, to understand how our various cultures, backgrounds, and challenges make us who we are. Because when we reach a point of understanding, we can better comprehend why certain people take certain actions, or why people, like myself, are more dramatic than others. Our challenges, all in all, make us well-rounded. My challenge has brought upon a period of self-reflection. It has made me realize that I will not settle for being less. My mind can play as many tricks on me, say a bunch of discouraging things, but in my heart, I was made to fight barriers. I was made to question, to advise, and to be better than what I, myself, have set so low. I asked myself, why would my mind do such a thing to destroy me? I answer that with, if I wake up every morning and breathe in new, fresh air, it is a chance to overcome and be better. Now, class of 2019, you are here to receive a piece of your path towards your future. You have the chance to become better. Yes, challenges will be there, but do not be afraid of them. They are there for your own good. They are there to shape you into a beautiful or handsome leader of this world. Show people that your pain and struggles define you, but not for your detriment, but for your success. Become a voice that has never before been heard, and use it to speak words of compassion, integrity, and truth. You thought I was gonna say commitment, huh? When others knock you down and ridicule you, stand there and tell yourself, I have gone through my own hardships and pain. And because of that, I have found a strength within myself that I never knew was there.
Doing the speeches.
There's not a single chance that you will take that away from me. Class of 2019, we are strong.
We get about 400 graduates.
And we can only become stronger from today. So I ask you, and this is gonna sound very cliche, to reach for the stars. Be the person that will never settle for less, but will constantly strive to make themselves, their careers, or others better. We are strong. Each and every single one of you are beautiful in your own way. Let this confusing world experience that beauty. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive. And to do so with passion, compassion, some humor, and some style. Maya Angelou. Thank you.
Our honored staff speaker, chosen by the class of 2019, is Maria Toll.
Good morning! Good morning, class of 2019, parents, loved ones, staff, esteemed guests, welcome. As we finish up this trilogy of speeches, let's just recenter ourselves in who we are, in those with us today, and in our ancestors and the generations upon generations of people who have dreamed of us and this very moment. Take another opportunity to look up into the stands and around you, your biggest supporters. Give them a thumbs up, a wave, or tell them I love you. Hey, very nice. So I brought something to show you all today. I thought we were supposed to bring something, but okay. So I brought something to show you, just a quick flex for you. It is for real, the only athletic trophy I've ever won in my entire life. But not to undersell this, because this trophy means that I was a champion. I was the very fastest 10-year-old girl in Brookings, South Dakota. Only 10-year-old girl in this particular race, but let's just not focus on the minutia. All right, good thing my mom hasn't read that Marie Kondo book yet, because we still have this trophy. with me to 1989. It was a bright, sunny, beautiful day, just like today in tiny town Brookings, South Dakota. And it was also the day of the annual Optimists race. People traveled for hours to be there, which meant my cool cousins were in town. So pre-streaming services, the most fun anyone could have was watching a bunch of little kids run a mile. So that means the whole family showed up. My cousins and I joined the mass of kids at the starting line, and with a jolt, the starter pistol went off, and we were off! Okay, so they were off. Both avid runners, they easily hit the front quarter of the pack, and they were crushing it. No worries though, I was strong. I ran that first lap easily, keeping up with girls even older than me. By the second lap, I was starting to lose speed and confidence. And midway through the third lap, I was breaking down. Tears started to drip down my cheeks. I noticed that everyone else was done and celebrating. So I slowed to a total walk, and about 10 steps away from the fourth lap of the mile, I quit. I stumbled to a stop and sat down, silently dripping with tears, unable to breathe, and knowing I was a failure. Today, I know that what happened was a panic attack, probably onset by a number of things. Sad that I had let down my parents, sure that they were disappointed in me for not being as cool, athletic, amazing as my cousins, and embarrassed them in front of their siblings. That's a lot for a 10-year-old to carry, and all of it created by the lies anxiety tells us. But pulling me out of my head, I heard a voice, asking what was wrong and urging me to get back up. It was my dad. He had come over, met me where I was, and was urging me to continue. I shook my head. I was too embarrassed. Maria, you are the only 10-year-old girl. All you need to do is finish. You don't even have to run. You just need to finish and you can get a trophy. I didn't want that trophy. I didn't want a pity trophy. I wanted to go home. He persisted. Come on, let's go. I'll walk with you. So, side by side, I finished the mile. Me on the track, in the race, dripping tears, walking slowly. Him by my side, calmly and quietly on the grass. As I pressed on, as I persisted, as I got my trophy. 3 things for you today, class of 2019, as you look at filling the yet empty pages ahead in your book of life. First, show up. Next, stick it out. And finally, help others get there. These are integrity, commitment, and compassion in action. Show up. Show up to the race. Show up for the things you value. Decisions are made by those who show up, so show up where the decisions are being made. Do the work. You deserve to be in the room where it happens, so it won't get there if you don't show up. People often say that there's no such thing as participation trophies in life, but I disagree. Participation is the only way to leave your mark on the world. Participation is how things happen. Participation is the only way to make anything better. And the trophy is seeing that change. There are no Mr. Meeseeks. You're gonna have to do this one yourself. Even just showing up sets you apart. So think of what you're passionate about and where you want to show up in life, because showing up is just the beginning. Stick it out. This is where it is no longer just a participation trophy, because this is where it gets hard. This is commitment. A former colleague, Judy Pickerick, once said that she was always surprised. 30 people may show up to any initial committee meeting, but by the end, the number of consistent people is down to about 5. And these are the people who make the decisions. These are the people who create policy and create things that impact our everyday life. Be these people. Stick it out. Make a difference. Help others get there. My dad knew I could do it. He didn't shame me, he joined me, meeting me where I was and walked beside me the rest of the way. He earned that trophy. The most amazing thing is that when I asked a month ago about this trophy, he didn't even remember this story. The story that I have held forever as shame and embarrassment, but ultimately the show of support, he didn't even remember doing. Help others get there so often that you don't remember doing it. Make it who you are. Michelle Obama reminds us that people who are truly strong lift others up. This really is a philosophy of life. Show up, stick it out, help others get there. In your next steps, you get this choice. In college, or serving in the military or the workforce, show up. Show up on that first day. Do the work to do your best. Stick it out, especially when things get hard. You have a lot of resources and people who love you to help you get through that. And help others get there. Help someone next to you find the success they are capable of as well. You get the choice in relationships. Show up. Be there for your friends. Be there for the one you love. Stick it out, especially when things are hard. Overcoming challenge together is how you grow closer. And help them be their best selves. Support them for who you know they are and illuminate their shine. You get the choice in society. Show up. Vote. Volunteer. Join groups. Not enough people do this. Stick it out. You will be one of the few. By staying in the room where it happens, you will make a difference. And help others get there. Be an ally for and with those who are marginalized. Elevate their stories and work for the world to be more just, verdant, and peaceful for all. Class of 2019, we've seen you show up in education, in activities, in life. We've seen you stick it out through tough classes, awesome seasons, and 13 years. And we've seen you help others get there, even and especially through the great losses we've had just even in these last 4 years. Mr. Neely, Jolene, siblings, parents, and more. We've seen you do all of these things. On behalf of every single teacher, counselor, and staff member who has ever had the honor and privilege of knowing you, we know that you will bring all of these things into the world and you will move mountains. We know that this world will be a better place with you in it, showing up, sticking it out, and helping others get there. We are so proud of you, and we are so proud that you are our wolf pack going out into this world. And we love you 3,000. Thank you.
To our honored speaker, staff speaker, to our student speakers for your sharing your messages with us today. It's time. It is my pleasure to present the class of 2019. Seniors, you have met the requirements of the state of Minnesota and Independent School District 833. By the authority vested in me as the principal of Park High School, I certify that the members of this class of 2019 gathered at this ceremony have completed the necessary requirements and are eligible to receive a diploma. Student presenters and Board of Education members, please grant the class of 2019 their diplomas. Dr. Jacobus.
On behalf of the School Board of the South Washington County School District, I am proud to accept the class of 2019. I also would like to thank the parents, guardians, and loved ones that helped support these great young people. I know there are many great times, positive times, fun times, but also some difficult times to get to this day. To you as graduates, I want to thank you for questioning us, for pushing us, and for disagreeing with us, because you made us better educators. We are better in 2019 than we were in 2018 because you were here. And every one of you made a difference, whether you're honored today for your academic prowess, whether you were in activities or athletics, you made a difference, and we are better because you were part of high school. So I want to welcome you to the graduating class of 2019 and wish you the best of luck in all of your endeavors. Thank you for what you've left as a legacy at Park High School.
Okay, we're ready. Will the first row of seniors please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas?
And the person. Start to read the.
Giordano Stigumba.
Grace Acoli.
Morgan Marie Rice.
Angie Rose LeVar.
Brady Christopher Root.
Autumn Camille LaCroix.
Genevieve Mary Tester.
Jaslyn Nicole Lambert.
Caitlin Tanya Wolschlager.
Maria Kiana Lane.
Kayla Ann Quaid.
Martha Lisette Lauren Hernandez.
Lindsay Marie Strong.
Alyssa Rosalind Larson.
Abdi Ahmed Abdiaziz.
Bradley Thomas Lawrence.
Securia Neshlin Acosta Santiago.
Sierra Janae Lawrence.
Lucas Jesus Adonamez.
Hogan Nicholas Lawson.
Daniel John Aikens.
Kevin On Lee.
Nathan Alemshed.
Malachi Lee.
Casey May Allen.
Taryn Elizabeth Leonard.
Tyler William Anderson.
Joshua Charles Lester.
Maxwell Alexander Ashley.
Troy Lowe.
Alexander Edwin Bailey.
Emily Elizabeth Long.
Justin Joseph Bailey.
Moncott Lore.
Zachary Ryan Bain.
David Richard Lowry.
Jordan Wallace Berry.
Linda Vida Louie.
Bauer.
Ryan Thomas Lucas.
Quinton Isaiah Belfield.
Avery Ann Lynch.
Moody Nabil Bonalshik.
Ethan John Major.
Dylan Raymond Benker.
Alexandra Kate Malott.
Ashley Jane Barron.
Elijah Allen Mankey.
Ashley Mary Bird.
Megan Elizabeth Manser.
Rachel Lee Bird.
Sabrina Bear Martin.
Jared Andrew Bettis.
Thomas Christopher McBride.
Jake Walker Vinching.
Kevin Anthony McCoy.
Colin Robert Birch.
Lance Killian McDonald.
James Douglas Berkholt.
Rihanna Catherine McAvoy.
Tyler Anthony Bishop.
Chloe McNearney.
Monica Joy Black.
Ariana Marie Mead.
Gavin Reed Levin.
Madison Nicole Meduna.
Dominic Robert Slash.
Annalise Hope Marie Meyer.
Jacob Tyler Belton.
Abby Joy Middleton.
Zachary James Wolbeck.
Andrew Jacob Mills.
Veronica Lily Bond.
Abigail Lynn Moeller.
Aubrey Elise Brady.
Brittany Marie Munn.
Austin James Brandner.
Timothy Lee Monson.
Amanda Louise Branham.
Joseph Daniel Monsieur.
Paige Arthur Branham.
Megan Louise Morris.
Chad Andrew Bredesen.
Ashton James Morrison.
Jonathan Robert Briggs.
John M. Mosier.
Trevor Patrick Brenner.
Jocelyn Mua.
Anthony Stephen Brink.
Mercedes M. Malloy.
Andrew Christopher Brown.
Kevin Matthew Murray.
Carly Lynn Brown.
Anthony Luthoni.
Noah Christopher Brown.
Asumi Nakagawa.
Haley Vaughn Riddleton.
Olivia Alexandra Nagel.
Brooke Michael Burmeister.
Abigail Rosemary Meeks.
Connor Dean Scott Burrup.
Kenyon David Nelson.
Tiana Hope Petruel.
Zachary Christopher Nilsson.
Jack Ryan Callagher.
Giselle Nunez.
Marshawn Murray Campbell.
Cheetahman Julian Okoro.
Michael K. Campbell.
Aria Joy Olson.
Jose Cruz Cardenas.
Bjorn David Olson.
Abby Lynn Carey.
Brianna Lynn Olson.
Stephen Benjamin Carlson.
Hunter Bradley Olson.
Simone Caswell.
Deborah Oriola.
Annika Rose Cecil.
Jonathan M. Oropeza.
Kenji Cha.
Giselle Ortega Delphin.
Alex Chantamarin.
Alyssa Megan Ford.
Drake James Chavez.
Brenner Olo Osmo.
Cyrus Dexter Cipriano.
Abigail Ann Oswald.
Valerie Cologne.
Allison Rose Oswald.
Benjamin Edward Conley.
Jack Howard Oswald.
Noah Wyatt Constable.
Nayeli Marie Pillay Iescas.
Chloe Jane Cordell.
Devin Devontae Palmer.
Riley J. Cordy.
Cassie Marie Palmerston.
Baylor Joseph Court.
Jack Ryan Pasuti.
Wyatt Brett Morgan.
Jamie Charisse Patrick.
Karen Caitlin Croker.
Lauren M. Patro.
Annika Rose Cross.
Riley Tanner Paulson.
Amanda Marie Gatt.
Brock Oliver Cable.
Ashley Ruth Dollar.
Dave Michael Penshorn.
Isaiah Joseph Santy.
Courtney Ann Pepper.
Jasmine K. Davis.
Ramiro Perez.
Uriah Stephen Davis.
Kevin Juan Fan.
Nathan Anthony Davison.
Logan Silas Burnett.
Benjamin J. DeGette.
Marta Pichau.
Sarah Nicole Dexter.
Ebenezer Litson Pierre.
Andrew Michael Devon.
Justin Michael Penix.
Andrew Matthew Diaz.
Liam Richard Cobb.
Bennett Scott Dillison.
Mason Isaiah Porter.
Jessica Lynn Dolan.
Ariana Mikkel Prescott.
Dante Michael Drager.
Rebecca Priggy.
Samantha Ann Durant.
Grace Turner Poost.
Caleb Lauren Ellis.
Ethan Wayne Riddell.
Amanda Marie Elton.
Haley Rose Vassell.
Mackenzie Joe Erickson.
Caitlin Jean Reed.
Eric Espinoza.
Mitchell Carl Reimer.
Gerald Early.
Ashley Jean Reinhardt.
Ty Adam Evans.
Ryan Jenna Resendez.
Sheila Hernandez Diaz.
Bradley Michael Richard.
Savannah Marie Darius. Nicole Sarah Ruby. Skylar Marie Fields. Anthony J. Rieselman. Caitlin Marie Billion. Nathan Michael Rigg.
Schwartz. Elias Molukin Josesi. Jude Joseph Sellers. Christopher D. Gibson. Connor Michael Severson. Mitchell Lawrence Giles. Sheikh Ahmed Sharif. Peyton Andrew Schaefer. Nathan Sean Gillis. Corey Yvonne Simmons. Catherine Grace Glover. Erica Ray Smith. Denzel Monroe Godwin. Jeremiah David Smith. Morgan Hope Smith. Cameron L. Lily Jan Soban. Charles Edward Boers. Skylar Adam Soderstrom. AJ William Graff. Brenna Summerland. Ingrid Catherine Granlund. Holly Lynn South. Ayana Christine Bruno. Regan Elizabeth Speaker. Jenna R. Bruno. Deshemaya Stevens Smith. Joshua William Stewart. Jacob Lee Guntleton. O'Shaughnessy Ramon Tosin Stewart. Anna Lakshmi Ram. Shannon Lawrence Skoll. Benjamin Gerald Gutzman. Jaden Marquise Doble. Nancy Lee Abner. Tanner Lee Strands. Alexandra Marie Atkinson. Brady David Stranke. William Henry Howell. Mackenzie Warner Swain. Isabella Donna Bethany Hay. Bethany Bobby Conrad. Matthew Lamar Hannon. Abigail Catherine Tabanilla. Austin Robert Haycraft. Alexander James Temple. Isabel Mackenzie Hayden. Bevnet Teresa Tedros. Bailey Robert Hine. Brianna Tao. Drew Michael Heine. Timmy Chimeng Tao. Paige Elizabeth Langham. Annika Marie Dewar. Jamie Ann Hendrickson. Nicholas Todd Thorson. Jeffrey Dwayne Hendrickson. Sana Marie Jerome. Tuttle. Emily Rose Hoagie. Lindsay Marie Twig. Bryce John Bolton. Jocelyn Bang. Lucas Carlos Hoyt. Leonard Vasquez. Christian William Hurlbut. Grace Laney Burdick. Nicola Sarah Kizik. Julie Beadle. Imam Mohammed Idris. Brian Virgin. Rodney Lamont Jefferson. Zoe Marie Burster. Molly Elizabeth Jensen. Sophia Renee Golgert. Amelia Grace Jerry. Edric Wyndham. Brandon James Giles. Jameson Reese Walsh. Alexa Lynn Johnson. Connor Alexander Wallace. Alexander William Johnson. Abigail Elizabeth Michello. Benjamin C. Johnson. Justus White. Bryce Joseph Johnson. Colby Allen Whitmore. Rachel Jean Johnson. Carly Sharon Johnson. Sarah Regina Willebring. Emma Louise Margaret Johnson. Alexander Paul Williams. Isabel Grace Jordan. Destiny Lorraine Willingham. Justin Martin Jewell. Chloe Nicole Wilson. Joshua Andrew Harrell. Mackenzie Wiseman. Damian Joseph Kine. Carter Lee Witt. Jeffrey Charles Kellerbees. Cole Robert Wobig. Selena L. Kelly Ellis. Samantha Jean Woodward. Elizabeth Anita Pending. Aaron Jean. Paige Kershaw. Elena Tying Jean. Mason Harris Kimball. Isaac Meng Jean. Mackenzie Lynn Kirchner. Wendy Jean. Noah Lewis Kirsch. Jenna Marie Yeager. Steve Francis Klaus. Anthony Coming Yang. Mackenzie Rose Nam. Ashley I. Yang. Megan Elizabeth Knudsen. Austin Long Yang. Jack Thomas Payton. Changsang Austin Yang. Mackenzie Elise Payton. Calmon Andy Yang. Abel Mo Kong. Joseph. Francis Saab O'Shea. Benjamin Adam Young. Max Michael Kruger. Samantha Mackenzie Young. Talon James Krummelwalter. Katya Zigal Galvin. Sierra Jo Kubayas. Grace Ann Zarbo. Patrick Michael Keane. Philip Thomas Xavier Wyszynski. Angelina Faye Pino. Archie J. Zoga. Luke Jeffrey Vestager. Jalen Cordell Gates. Koku Daklu.
Lillian Lynn Neiman. Mallory Ann Hoffman.
Emma May Schmillen.
Danielle Claire Olson.
Final names have been read.
Graduates, please stand and move your tassels from the right side of your head to the left. This gesture signifies your status as a graduate of Park High School. Our school song, Hail to the Wolfpack, will be played as the final activity for this commencement. Students, please listen to it, this time as a graduate of Park High School. At its conclusion, that special moment will come when students toss their hats to the wind and begin a new phase in their lives. Parents, you may want to get your cameras ready. Mr. Storm, Hail to the Wolfpack.